There are more Indians in the Goan choir, the Goan University choir than the one in NCPA or other.
Yeah, our choir is only Indians.
Wow.
But the orchestra, the Symphonic Orchestra of India, most of them are foreigners, no? Russians, Kazakhs,
a lot.
Some British, or no. Yeah.
I also somewhere heard that. I read that you had your hand in starting the Bangalore's orchestra, some orchestra the choir.
I work with them. No?
Do they come here for practice performance? Is there a fusion between?
We are doing a collaboration with one choir called the Bangalore Men, which is a small choir.
But you started the one in Bangalore?
No.
Okay.
I work with them,
okay.
And I work also with another orchestra in Bangalore, which we started also in collaboration with them, not only me, with the school, with the old director of the school. But I think since then, I started with it end of 2013, and we did some good projects, no? And they have also developed thanks to some foreigners also working. No? It's not about that the foreigners are better; it's that they are trained on.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean Indians can be great artists, great musicians.
All depends on the training.
But there's no training here, no. So I have very good friends, Indian musicians. They are wonderful musicians, but they've been trained abroad.
Okay.
Because there's not even one institution where you can study music in India, Western music.
But now there's more scope. There's more chances of.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's much better.
I'm sure in the next 5-10 years somebody has to do something. No,
it'll get better.
Yeah, because it has no sense to fly away. No, before they need it, because if you are the only one that wants to go, okay. But if you have 20 Goans that they want to go abroad, why you go abroad? We started the project here and you started here. No? So it's happening. It's happening little by little. No, and then a lot of choirs and orchestras are coming. Only last year we hosted 5 choirs from abroad, like from Oxford University, from the King's College, which is also important choir. They came and they sing with us. No, with the university choir we sang with one Brazilian choir, with one Italian choir, with the Oxford choir, with the King's College choir, with the Georgian choir. No, only in 1 year we hosted 5 choirs. Each of them has 30 people. No, so it's an example that things are moving.
Yeah, all I can see is bright future for the choirs in India, especially the Goa University choir.
Yes.
Talking about future, what's in future? What's in store for you? What's your plan of the future? How many more years here, or what's your plan ahead? Apart from starting the college, and what do you think yourself?
Only from last year, I'm staying here.
Okay.
So I haven't planned much, because there's too much food on my plate
right now.
I still do collaboration with European ensembles. I have, like in Sevilla, in Barcelona, I have projects which I live in India not full year, maybe 8 months a year.
Okay.
Like the academic year, I'm here. But then in November, December, I'm usually out full December, mid-Jan. And then July, August, I'm not here. So I still do some projects. I want to keep that. Because that also keeps me connected with the professional tradition, with Western musicians. Because the problem here is that you can get stuck, if you are only here on the Western music, scene, because most of the things that are happening, I'm involved, at least in Goa, So I like that, and it's very interesting and exciting, and we are able only hosting these choirs and orchestras. That's more than enough to do, but I try to keep my relations with Europe, because that keeps me also aware of what is happening there, because actually all the contemporary music is still happening there, but not here. Here there are not much on composition, on contemporary music. Everything is old stuff, classical music. Most of the ensembles and choirs singing in India, they sing classical Western music from last century, or before.
So you have more plans of staying on in India, evolving the music, Western music?
So what I want to do here in India is, on the next 3 years, is put my energy to create a degree in music, and create an editorial publishing house for Indian composers to start composing Western music done by Indians, you know. So with that Indian, you know.
But it's all going to start in Goa.
Yes, yeah.
So the Goa will be the gateway.
I would like Goa to lead that Western music movement. I think we are able to because of the support of the university, and in some way, Indians, they look here as this is like a kind of Western oasis, no? In some way, no. But we need to keep it moving. No? Because now I think Goa lives more from the past than from the present in Western music, no. So what we say this at the beginning of the interview, no. Goans feel that Western music is something that they really do. But I think when I started working at the Anthony Gonsalves chair, we contacted the family of Anthony Gonsalves. They live in Majorda.
Okay.
He died in 2012.
Okay.
After he died, he named the chair. They named the chair after him. So, and we asked the family about material, scores, no? So only 3 months. We've been dealing with them for a few years, just. No? But Anthony Gonsalves lived in US for many years.
I see.
Like 15 or 10 to 15 years.
I see.
And then he came back. And then dealing with the family, finally they brought from America all the scores. He left there. So now we got the original scores from him, around more than 1,000 pages of original music by Anthony Gonsalves, which is a big figure for Indian music. He's like the father of music in Bollywood.
Okay.
He's a Goan.
Okay.
But
Western also, right? In
Western, he's a Goan. He was educated as a Christian.
So he's pretty much
educated in the church by his father. He was a musician also. But when he was 17, 18, he left Goa and he went to Bollywood and started, and he wrote more than 400 film scores for movies. And then he wrote a lot of music, like what we can call fusion music. Like he wrote the first concertos for sitar and orchestra, long ago, 50 years ago.
So this is in the 1950s, 60s.
Yeah.
60s.
So now we've got the family has collected all the material and has donated to the university. More than 1,000 pages of original scores, which we can see here. These are original scores from Anthony Gonsalves. We have 2 big luggages.
All this is no.
Yeah, that's only a sample.
Okay.
But so now we are studying a project in which we're going to do a catalog of everything.
Okay.
We are doing restoration of the material. The university will prepare a particular place at the library. And we have to create a team of musicologists also to do transcription and edition of some of the material, because this is quite valuable.
So your plan is to
we've got the material already only a few weeks ago, and now we are starting all the process, waiting for the funds from the
university,
from the government to come.
Okay, from the government.
Yes, but it's a big project because getting all the original material handwritten by Anthony Gonsalves, that's a big thing, first of all. Then the family has donated this to the university, to the chair, actually, to the Western Music chair. And now we are already getting in touch with orchestras to play again all this music, because now most of this haven't been played. A lot of music, because when he left to America, he had some problems with the Minister of Broadcasting, Film and Broadcasting. He got an interesting story. He got a proposal to work for Disney. He wrote some music for some cartoons. Yes. He wrote the music for the cartoons, and then he didn't got the permission to send it. Probably because he was a Christian. He went to Bombay, and when he was going to sign the contracts that were supposed to sign through the Minister of Broadcasting, they didn't allow him. Because this was the days just after, we are talking 1952, 53, So India was independent in 1947.
Years.
So he got very upset and he left.
He left India?
To America, yeah.
Okay.
And he worked many years at the University of Syracuse in New York, close to New York.
So he...
and he wrote a lot of music there.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But he never got in touch actually with Disney again. You know, because I think they got someone else. But he wrote the music. So we have here the original, you know, letters from Disney, the original music that he wrote for those cartoons. Actually, we have the original storyboard sent from Disney. You know?
With you?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's there. No?
So all this is copyright with Disney, or it belongs to?
We don't know. We have to check all that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He didn't finalize the deal. So his music, it belongs to the family. We don't know what is happening with the storyboard.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that's was
But
original.
but the music belongs to the family.
Yes, the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is he one of the only Goan musicians who have inspired you, or that someone
I
you
didn't
look?
knew him before coming here.
Okay.
I need to be very
Okay.
sincere in that, no? Because he's not known in Europe,
True.
no?
True.
I think in Goa everybody may know his name because of the song, no? My name is Anthony Gonzalez, no? Which is not written by him. It's written by his one disciple.
Okay.
As an honor to him, no?
Okay.
To honor him, his memory. But he wrote a lot of music. I told you, close to 400.
400, like
for
Bollywood
movies.
music.
Yes, and then I think the great thing is that he was the first one to combine the orchestra, Western orchestra, with Indian sound.
I see.
So he is in some way we can consider like the father of arrangements for Bollywood. music, no? So
okay.
that sound that we know as Bollywood sound, from the 50s, 60s, no? Not now. Now it's a very American sound, no?
True. Very
No?
mix.
Yeah, it's a mix, no? With folk, pop,
Everything.
rock, and everything, no? The more the better, no? But on that moment, for example, he wrote concerto for sitar, no? So it was quite new, no? It's the first time in the history that you see an orchestra, dressed like an orchestra, playing, and with a sitar there, no? Or with a tabla concerto. Or like the Symphonic Orchestra of India, they are doing now a tour to UK with Zakir Hussain playing a tabla concerto. No?
So the things that are happening now in the West,
He started
56
years ago. No?
That's amazing.
No? But then because he stopped and he went out and then he got upset and then when he came back he didn't want to work anymore. No? He only wrote music for himself, but most of it haven't been played.
And this information about him is through the family that you have received, or you have read both?
Yeah, I had a lot.
Okay, there's a lot of material on him.
Yeah, they have a lot of memories, of course, but they have a lot of scores, which is for
But
us.
online, do you find a lot about him? Do you find
nothing?
Nothing much.
Not much.
Are there any other Goan musicians that you appreciate or inspire?
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
No. I'm only now getting access into his music, little by little, slowly, because there's a lot of material, more than 1,000 pages of music. It's a lot. So we need to go slowly and deep, to see what is the quality of the material. Maybe not everything is the same quality, of course.
So this would be your plan right now?
So now this is one of the projects of the
one of the projects out of
the BRPP, restoring all this material and archiving and restoring and editing. Yes.
Where do you usually the music that you compose or play is mostly in orchestra, or do you perform somewhere else? You have CDs of your...
Yes, mainly
throughout your life.
So I started composing when I was maybe 19, 20. I composed a lot of sacred music songs, that are played in churches, for example, in Argentina.
Okay. And you have recorded them?
Yes, I have many albums, maybe.
Okay.